Alright, hello and welcome back, everyone. Hello and welcome back. How are you all doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. We're gonna jump back in. And though we may have lost progress from a crash yesterday, I've managed to get some stream projects done. So it's fine. We ended the stream a little early yesterday because of it. But I got a couple of tiny projects done, so it works out. But how are you all doing today? How's it going, Solar? How's it going, Chilling? Hello, hello. We need to prepare ourselves. We're gonna go and redo the, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights again. We're gonna redo those 5 fights that we lost, or 6 fights, excuse me, that we lost, and then we're gonna have to go and deal with these. We're gonna have to defend Tarantula. Trying to keep, I'm hoping we can keep our relationship high here, but I'm not too sure how that's gonna happen if it's gonna keep raiding people. We're gonna have to figure that one out. Let's let time go by and let's get straight into the fights. We're gonna blast through these fights. Let's go. Straight into the fray. Oh, whoa. Really? Tally's faster? I'm not used to Tally being faster. Alright. So be it then. Let's get in there. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Ariam ends up going second, so that's fine. They just flip-flopped. It might be the modules, the equipment we added to them, that's causing that. Having one go before the other. Because I know we added some speed modules. Ooh, that's a big... Oh, jeez, that was a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Let's get some shielding up here. Shields and healing. Knock out his weapons. Don't have anything to take advantage of that. So let's instead go for a good old broadside. Some big damage there. Oh, perfect, yeah. Yeah, keep shooting Isolde. Isolde's got no problems getting hit. We could go for a heal. Let's go for a Sonic Storm instead. Could do a heal, but we're gonna do a Sonic Storm instead. And then let's go ahead and try and knock out everyone's weapons, right? Because this is for vulnerability, yeah. Well, we got one more weapon down. Reduces the damage output by 25%, so it is critical for us to do so. Let's see. Can't do quite enough. We can do all, if we get like on a high-end roll here, it's 800 damage per round. Jeez. That's enough. Okay, critical status, that's not good. We have a hull breach, so you are in like imminent danger here. So, man, I really do not want to use the nano restoration field right now because we have 2 more fights coming up here. I would very much prefer you to do something, have something else, but we have a hull breach on here, and you don't heal enough. So we're gonna have to use the nano restoration field, sadly. Make sure that we don't end up losing the ship. It's no good. Let's try and knock out engines. There we go. Perfect. Big hit. Go ahead and flak barrage. Take full advantage of that for some massive damage. Oh, back to critical damage, but it's okay. You should heal before then. Probably. If we go ahead and we take out your sensors, reducing your chance to hit. And then we can go ahead and exploit sensors down with munitions. Damage over time. Full breach, that's fine. We can go for... Death from above's not going to quite do enough. Neither is Harpoon, but we'll get a good chunk of damage on there. Actually, the breach will clear. Breach will clear, we're fine. Let's go ahead and stasis this one. Disable him, get him at the end of the turn order here. We shall go ahead and let's just go and strafing run to try and knock out engines and clear this guy. Not effective, at least got 184 damage on him. Vulnerability is really tough to enact here. So let's go for a demolish. A big ol' hull breach here. Go ahead and get a void splatter for some more damage over time. No crew panic, sadly. Let's go for a... Should probably get a bigger heal on this guy before we finish this fight here. We'll do that next time Isolde is up here. Just go for a good old flak barrage. It's a heavy hitter. Interdimensional flashbang. Good. Knock down the weapons. Ooh, taking some damage here. You no longer have the nano repair field on you. That's not good. Taking quite a bit of damage here. Knockout engines. Not effective, though. Alright, we'll just go Black Barrage and then Warp. Holy moly, okay. Oh my goodness, that evasion was huge, but you're taking a lot of damage over time here. Man, we're taking a lot more damage this time around. You're not going to go down with this. You're still going to have 22 remaining health. So instead, we're going to get some damage on him. We could clear this turn. But I'd like to heal you before the next fight. So let's get some light damage. There we go, 800. Then we'll go ahead and we'll get a drone repair, or do we want a drone? Yeah, drone repair. There we go. Decent amount of health. Damage over time hits, it goes down. Alright, straight into the next fight. This is the easy fight, though. These are tier 2s and tier 3s, I think, right? Tier 2, tier 2, and the tier 3. Okay, I do remember from yesterday. Perfect. So we can jump straight in. We're still damaged, but at least we're in better shape this time. We're going to start immediately with the adaptive armor, get that immediate heal over time here. Alright, let's get our battle meditation online. Perfect. And then we're going to go for an interdimensional flashbang. We're going to try and take out this science officer here quickly. Alright, with weapons down, let's go ahead and hit him with the salvage harpoon. There we go, big. Oh, brood pods healed. Okay, alright. Nice evade, that's good. So with that heal, we can't take advantage of the warp atomic structure to clear, but there's a chance on the high end of the damage roll that we can actually get him. We'll try. Not quite. Oh, look, exactly 100 health left. Alright. We'll just go ahead and bullseye. Well, actually, instead of that, we could go ahead. No, we can't get any AoE attacks off yet. All right, we'll just bullseye. Overkill. Yeah, this fight is the one that we hope we can get a lot of health back. Let's do a supercharged polarity. Let's just see if we can try and get some taunting. There we go, taunt them both. Good. Let's get a little bit of focus there while these guys just passively heal up, because you can take a much bigger beating, much sturdier. We'll go ahead and bend space-time. Get us hold of some more actions. Look at this, a double attack. Crazy. Alright, into the fray. Extra damage and aim. We can do a suicide run. Probably will clear. There we go. Almost his full health pool. Weapons are down, so we're not going to hit as hard, so we'll just do a Black Barrage, nothing special. Knockout sensors. We've got plenty of attacks before he's up again, so don't have to worry about it. Mess with munitions. Oh, so close. Alright, Black Barrage for the clear. Dead. Alright, final fight. Ooh. More evasion, more aim. Nice. Alright, this should be also relatively easy. Since with it only being 2 tier 5s instead of 3, we have a ship advantage, and we also have our health mostly full at this point, so we should be okay. We have one more of each heal type off of our science vessel here. We're going to immediately do the adaptive armor again, reinforce us that 10% damage reduction, and then also some heal over time. And let's start clearing out this Psyker here. Always enraging. 50% increased minimum damage, 75% increased maximum damage. Damage resistance is down 25% though, so we can just try and blitz him. Hit him as hard as possible. Concentrate fire on that one. We can knock out his weapons, give him a damage reduction. There we go. 25% damage down. He's still gonna be hitting harder though, but it'll at least help a bit. Black Barrage can clear though, because we got the engines down from that interdimensional flashbang. We could warp speed if we really want to. Warp speed. Yeah, we might as well warp speed. I'm just looking at where he is in the turn order here. Just get more Solda attacks. Alright, knock out engines. Black Barrage. And we'll get him with the broadside salvo next. We're back to full health across the board here. And we can atomic warp for, potentially, the rest of his health. Oh my god. 79 health left. Held together with duct tape and dreams. Alright, we got him. Down he goes. Alright, not too bad. 3 fights down. Alright, we'll go ahead and we will send the main battle fleet over here. Alright, this is going to be the tough fight here. We're going to be dealing with this is a tier 4 fight with 1 tier 5 involved. This is going to be a tough one. It's going to be touch and go. Let's see what we can do. I want to clear these guys, but this guy's going to hit really, really hard. So we're going to start off with a protective field. Reduce damage coming in by 20% here. Or 25% rather, even better. Let's go ahead and get targeting support, increasing our damage by 25%. There we go. We're going to go ahead and jump in. We don't have a supercharged polarity with this guy, but that's fine. Oh, that's right, your broadside salvo is only a tier 1, but your harpoon's tier 2. We'll harpoon then. Good. We can go for adaptive armor, but I don't want to quite do that yet. Let's go ahead and let's try and get some big damage here with the warp. This warp atomic structure taking advantage of the hull breach here. Extra 50% damage. Nicely evaded. Nicely evaded. That's what we're talking about. Huge. Go for the flashbang. Alright, Zolf is up. We can go for a broadside. Not broadside. We can go for a flak barrage. Take advantage of the engines down for some more damage. Do we want to keep pushing it? She's up in a minute. We can push it a little longer. We'll see what he does first before we go and we do any other changes. We're doing. We can exploit weapons down. I think we're just going to instill crew panic across the board if we can. Weapon disruption is the one we can't really do on this battlefield. There we go. Get a decent amount of crew panic. Alright, nice. You went for the center ship. Excellent. We can go ahead and flick. So you can't take advantage of anything, right? No, there's nothing here to take advantage of. How much damage can we get with the bridge shot? Pretty darn high. We can almost clear. Okay, good. Alright, we gotta get heals up next. So next round is heals. But we can at least go ahead and grab this guy with the flak barrage and clear. Go ahead and get the adaptive armor up. Get the heals going. Oh my good gracious. Jeez, that hull breach is insane. 1,020? Ooh, that's not good at all. Yikes. It's very bad. We're gonna try and knock his engines out. Not effective. Alright, he went for you. You're probably gonna lose all your health, right? Ah. Darn near. We're gonna cauterize the hull here. There we go. Remove that hull breach and heal us up to nearly full. Let's go ahead and let's get a broadside salvo on this guy. Get that hull breach going if we can. There we go, perfect. Ooh, hull breach on all of us. That's very not good. We're gonna have to cauterize hull again. Come on. International flashbang, let's go. Good. Black barrage for big damage. Paralyzing blitz. Oh boy. Okay, we managed to evade predominantly, but again, this hull breach is not great, as well as this vulnerability. Instead of damage, it's going to reduce damage taken by 25% again. When you get that damage up, get that protection going. Do we want to go? Yeah, let's just re-up our buffs here. Get our damage output up by 25% again. We need to heal ourselves. So we're going to go ahead and do one big heal or a bunch of... Let's do heal over time on ourselves here. Run repair overdrive. It removes the debuffs, but it also gives us the 390 health each turn. Should be useful. We'll also go ahead and get our adaptive armor back up. More healing over time. We can add those together. Alright, now let's focus on taking this guy out if we can. We can't take advantage of anything that's up right now. So let's go ahead and let's knock out munitions. Get some damage over time on him. There we go. Munitions backfire. We can warp atomic structure for some big damage here. Massive. Oof, ow, okay. We could set up vulnerability here if we wanted to. And we'll take him out with a bridge shot. No good there. Alright, we are gonna have to cauterize hull again. We take him with a bridge shot. Is that enough damage? No, not even close. Alright, we'll interdimensional flashbang then. Just keep his weapons down. Oh, we get his engines too. Perfect. Alright, Zolf can clear. Zolf, get rid of him. Spike twirl, not great, but we can still hold. Still have one more round of passive healing. So let's go ahead and let's just start getting some big debuffs on this guy. Let's knock out his sensors so he reduces the chance to hit. We're gonna go for a backfire munitions again. Oh, we can't. It's on cooldown. See if we can knock out his engines. It's only 35% chance. Yeah, no good. Alright, let's go ahead and give ourselves protective field. Try and knock out his hull. Oh, that evasion is 30%, right? Yeah, it is 30%. That does make it tough. Let's try and get his weapons offline with a bridge shot here. Not effective, though. Let's do Siphon Dark Matter and see if we can get ourselves some crew panic. Not a high chance of the crew panic, but we'll take it if we can. Nicely evaded. Damage over time or big damage? Let's do some damage over time. Let's try and stack that. No good. Alright, we'll go for the Void Splatter then. 35, oh my goodness. Missed. I was gonna say 35% chance to get the crew panic, but never mind. Alright. Let's get Ian back up. Luckily, he doesn't have any healing abilities, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just him doing damage you have to worry about. Let's actually see if we can slow him down here. Oh my god. Constant evasion. That is no good for us. He's weak to vulnerable, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's make him vulnerable with the countermeasures. Disable countermeasures here. Unless he evades. Jeez. Alright. Flashbang just doesn't have a great chance. Let's go in weapon supercharge. How's about, right? Increased damage, increased threat. Double damage output. Let's re-up adaptive armor here for some passive healing across the board. Yeah, let's go for a deconstruct if we can. Man, we are just chipping him. Tier 4s versus a Tier 5. It takes a lot to do anything. Bullseye, or we can go for the Suicide Run, which is more damage. Do the Suicide Run. Big. Okay, we managed to disable him. That's big. Let's go for a Gravity Well. Big damage on him. 700 change. Come on, Harpoon. Here we go. Vulnerable. That's what we're talking about. Bam. Oh, nice. Whew. Projector, 25% aim. Looks like we might need that. We're struggling with this evasion. All right. We managed to get Ace Pilot, in which evasion +2. And Barry managed to get a Fast and Furious extra speed. Nice. We'll go ahead and definitely be sending you guys home now. You guys are damaged. Get out of here. We still have some basic healing. We got quick tune-up, a couple of repairs. So we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually only 3 heals that we can do on these guys. You can heal yourself plenty though. I think we can do this. If needed, we could probably evacuate. We'll go ahead and we'll take out the Young Omen here. It's the only Tier 4 ship that we're gonna be dealing with. We'll start off with putting up the protective field. Interesting, you're in first into the turn order this time. Weapons disruption is not something we can do, so we'll do Into the Fray. Get big boost. Let's go ahead and get our broadside salvo going. Hey Chaos, how are you doing today? How's the game going? Okay, so far we're trying to catch up from where we crashed yesterday. We lost a chunk of progress, so we're trying to catch up on it now. Let's go ahead and let's knock out sensors. Yeah, it sucks. We lost 6 fights. So far we've done 4 of them. This is fight number 5, and then the next fight's the real touch and go, super spooky, scary one. So we'll see how the next one goes. That's going to be the real, oh my goodness, it's 63 health left. The next fight's going to be the really scary one. Let's go ahead and time warp here. Bend space-time. Get you to move faster, get more actions. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do a strafing run, try and knock out engines across the board. I got 2 out of 3, it's not bad. Good dodge, that's what we're talking about. Black barrage should clear. There we go, perfect. Next, let's go ahead and set up vulnerability here. We could have flak barraged again, but I want to get the vulnerability up. Let's go and see if we can get some crew panic. Crew panic would be good. Only on 1, okay. Disruption. Not bad, we didn't get hit by anything. Too effective there. Black barrage for the big damage. Bullseye for the big damage. We're taking advantage of those debuffs. We can just, yeah, if we go ahead and we do acid mines, we can clear them while still doing damage to the other guy. Not very effective, only 200 damage, but hey, you know what, we'll still take it. Let's see if we can go ahead and stun this guy. Got a 95% chance. There we go, disabled, perfect. Interdimensional flashbang to take out their weapons and engines, or not at all. There's that too. Let's dark siphon. Siphon dark matter. Get some damage over time and heal us up a smidgen here. We are going to fire at will? Let's fire at will. No luck. It's okay. Increases our maximum damage and decreases our minimum damage. We have a wild chance to hit with a big damage and a wild chance to hit with very tiny damage. Vulnerability up. Nicely evaded. 0 damage. What? Oh, okay, how does that work? I don't know. Let's go ahead and let's put the defensive field back up. Let's get ourselves protected. He's not till very end of the turn order, but we are struggling to actually take him out. He's got a lot of health. That was the big damage we could do here. We can go and reset vulnerability again. I think that's what we'll do. Let's reset vulnerability again. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and try and take out his sensor so he can't hit us. Excellent. Now we're talking. Go for a bullseye and take advantage of the vulnerability again. Perfect. There we go. And we can flak barrage and clear. Nice. We got him before he got to act because of that disable. That was good. All right. Now this is the really, really touch and go fight. This is the scary fight. Commander, we've discovered something interesting after scanning the biological wreckage left over from the latest Chruul attack. One of the Chruul ships we dispatched contained a patch of amorphous flesh with a set of divergent genetic strands, and this amorphous flesh is psychically screaming for help. In studying the flesh itself, we believe that we have traced its origin to a star system deep in the Chruul space. Within Chruul space. If this divergent flesh helps guide us to the source of the Chruul fleets, it could be invaluable in our war effort. Investigation would require an away mission. However, we should expect heavy Chruul presence on any planet we investigate. Only a team of our best officers, particularly ones with enhanced ground combat abilities, should be considered for this mission. Let's go. Alright. Lead the team, Tally. I believe. Alright, 3 days we have the fight. Let some time go by. The other fleet has landed back at home. There's nothing else that we need to worry about, right? They're still clear. So let's go back to the starbase. Let's get these guys busy. Zolf, making material. Katie, making material. Barry, IRS team members, and Bucky. Bucky can't do tier 5. You can do tier 4 stuff, though. Enchanter, Exemplar, Hunter, Ninja, Protector, Warlock. think we're using the Protector. Ninja, Wizard, Champion. Okay, the Ninja, the Enchanter, and the Protector. Alright, the Ninja. We'll start on the Ninja. Here we go. Alright, Barry, get on it. Or Bucky. Bucky Rogers, get on it. Upgrade our ships. Commander, the Zlar have contacted us with what they say is an interesting proposal. I shudder to think what they view as interesting, but we should dispatch a fleet to Zlar 4 when possible. Alright, we'll do that next. Let's actually, before we do anything else, let's save the game really quick, which I think I just hit the right hotkey, because I haven't been using that before. Is F8? Yeah, F8. Just in case the game decides to crash again, you know? I want to make sure we don't lose all this progress. Commander, we managed to track down a divergent Chruul psychic signal on a planet in Hystria. Curiously, it's coming from the insides of a massive Chruul abomination. If we eliminate it, we could perhaps retrieve the source of the signal and study it. Your away team manages to trap the Chruul abomination along a lava embankment. A certain psychic force from inside the abomination reaches out to your squad, begging for death. Tally is going to go ahead and use Death Wish to commiserate with the psychic force. It was successful. Blank commiserates with the pain of continued life with the mysterious psychic force. As a show of thanks, the psychic force in the abomination's gut enacts a procedure, resulting in the abomination vomiting on itself. This thing is huge. This thing is scary. It's so big it doesn't even fit in the sprite space. Jeez. We are fully healed, so let's go ahead and deploy the team. Alright, they're dealing with 9 extra damage per turn. And we started off being shocked. That's quite brutal. Alright, we gotta get the blood drive online first. We get that heal over time. Please, Tally. Get the... Okay, good. It would be nice if you got it too, but at least we can have you do your own siphoning. We're gonna use Arc Laser to blind, reduce the chance to hit. I mean, resist, that's not great. Blood Frenzy, that's probably not good. Yeah, it's a lot of extra damage. Damage resistance is down, though. It's a lot of extra damage. Let's go for AoE Shocked, even with the Ball Lightning. Okay, didn't hit him with it, but it slows everyone else. That's good. Oh my goodness, a double evade, massive. We're going to go ahead and use a Transfusion on you, so you can start healing up, because you don't have a Transfusion from the blood drive that you ran. We'll get that going, so you can start healing. Rabid, not good. Some more damage, jeez. We can get a lot of damage on this one here. Can we exploit Blinded? No. We'll do targeting assistance. It's not ideal because it's not going to get this guy down in 2 shots, but we can at least get ourselves extra damage output and aim, which I think is important here. Hibernating, so healing and resisting. Another amazing dodge. Now we're talking. We can do a Mind Toss to clear. This thing does a ridiculous amount of damage. Alright, that one's down. Alright, no one's in immediate need of healing, so that's good. We'll go ahead and do... We can do Organ Failure to exploit the shocked factor. So go ahead and do that. Oof, ow. It's a good thing you had that transfusion, jeez. Let's go and see if we can get this guy with the Shell Shock. Got him with Afflicted and got him with the Shock, good. Self-Afflicted, exploits Shocked. Let's go ahead and exploit the Shocked. We just need to get big damage. If we can clear this guy, then I'm not too worried about health. Because we can heal each turn. Alright, we need to get another blood drive online. I think we're going to go for that Mind Toss. It's not enough damage to clear, but it's a good chunk of damage. Okay, that's not great. That's acid. Now. We get enough damage out here? Only 100 to 152. It's not enough. Slice shots. We'll at least go with this one since it's blinds. Reduces chance to hit. 30%. Good. Nice. We can't do a blood drive yet. We can at least clear this guy. Psychic Blast. Alright. Only the big man's left. This is going well. Ow. This is going well so far. Let's go ahead and inflict exposed. Drone takedown. Another blood drive online. Try and get transfusions across the board. We got transfusions on everyone but yourself there, Arium. It's unfortunate, but that's fine. Inflicts blindness. Now we're gonna take advantage of the vulnerability to get a big damage in here. 132. Not as big as I was hoping, but that's fine. Pathetic. You missed. The failure. The damage resistance is pretty intense. See if we can get confusion on him. Reduces evasion. There we go. Evasion minus 100. So it's got no chance to dodge now. We'll go ahead and blind him. Let's go and stack up debuffs on him for a minute. Oh, he did resist that. Alright, let's get exposed. Resisted as well. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Now, go for a transfusion. Nice. Okay, get some healing. Panic attack. Okay, blood frenzy. Alright, he's coming in for more big damage here. Man, he attacks so fast. It does make me nervous with you having your health so low. Don't have anything else we can add for debuffs. Let's go for Battle Stem. It increases our attack speed. There we go. Much better. Much better. I didn't like it where it was like he attacks, one person attacks, he attacks again. That's very nerve-wracking when that's the case. This is good. Go and blind him again if we can. Man, his resistance is pretty high on the blinding. Really? It's only got 100%. What's our chance of blinding? We're really struggling with it. Okay, get him there. We'll go ahead and just keep the confusion rolling. Just so we can constantly hit. He doesn't get any dodges. So we at least do damage every time. Blinded. 75% chance. Man, we were just getting poor rolls with him. We're gonna go for the precise shot though instead, because we can get really close to clearing him. Good. And then Mind Toss, is that enough? There's a chance. Nice. Alright. Pretty good. That was nowhere near as bad as last time we did this. Last time we got really, really touch and go. Very close. Commander, it wasn't pretty, but we managed to secure the divergent tumorous flesh from inside the abomination. We'll bring it back to the Chruul lab for study. Fists of Fury. Ground combat, 10% extra damage on Arium. Dang. And on Tally. Wow. The away team got some massive buffs there. A lot of extra damage there. Alright. Commander, the divergent Chruul, tumorous Chruul flesh is ready for study in the Chruul lab. Perfect. Remove all these notifications. We're just, we got upgrades Dark Matter and Crew. Don't worry about it. Missions. We've got 7 days until we're under attack and 10 days to go and clear the tarantula problem. We'll probably have to do in a minute here. Let's go ahead and see if we can study this bad boy. Perform autopsy on the Chruul abomination here. Before we do, though, quick save. I think this is what triggered the crash last time, or something around this last time. We got Arium on it. Work. 4 days until we can get stuff done. Meanwhile, we might as well go ahead and get some extra work done here. Have we done all the ones we need to? Oh, we have. We don't have the Wizard Thaumaturge or the Paragon, do we? Oh, we got the Wizard. Oh, must have done the wrong one. Maybe we can do the Wizard. We'll have... so that you can do it. 6 days? No, you're not going to be able to finish that in time. There's no way. Cancel the test. That's not going to happen. What about upgrading health on the starbase to the last level? 3 days. Okay, perfect. We can do that. That'll work. We only have 10 satellites left, so let's go ahead and we can have you do... Tally can do this for 3 days. 3 days, 3 days, and 4 days. Perfect. Might be a little bit of idle time, but then we're going to go jump over to Tarantula. Hangar upgrade is done. Good job, Bucky. Bucky, go ahead and work on this next one here. Let some time go by. Materials are being produced. Things are leveling up. Oh, speaking of things, also people. Yes, build 5 more of this. Actually, we're not going to get a chance to, are we? We got 1 skill point to level up here. And as much as spin maneuver would be nice and all, we're going to go for the organ failure and the blood drive, because blood drive is so important for away missions. It's absolutely critical. We need it. Definitely need it. It's super critical. Right. We have finished batting down the hatches in the foundry. That is the last thing we can do to upgrade our station. Station health is now completely maxed. There's nothing else we can do, at least that we can see here. Everything else is just like single-use objects that we can grab. And that is it. All right. Some more time go by. Tier 4 hangar. We can go. That was a Solda doing that. We can hold off on it. Actually, no. Barry can do this. Let's go ahead and start upgrading the 12 days. It's fine. Don't worry. Bucky, you're on it. Keep saying Barry. All right, the Chruul, Commander, the Chruul lab task is complete. Show location. Commander, the divergent Chruul flesh has yielded some astonishing discoveries. Rather than being mutated, rebellious flesh matter within a greater Chruul biomass, it has become apparent that its greater psionic responsiveness stems from the fact that it is healthy Chruul flesh. What? Interesting. While the servile Chruul flesh we're best acquainted with, in truth, diseased and rotting. Our engineering team has suggested that in studying the psychic distress signals emitting from the healthy Chruul flesh, we might be able to jury-rig a Chruul communication device that may allow us to communicate with any psychically healthy Chruul beings we encounter. Ooh. Very cool. We should definitely do that. Engineer a thing. It'll take, it's sold to 2 days. How much time do we have? 6 days until Tarantula, 3 days until the Chruul onslaught continues. Yeah, we can do that. Sold to get on it. Make it so. Don't forget to quick save just in case. Good case. Good call. Good call. All right, cuddle buff. We're on it. Quick save. Next. Some time go by. Let's get that communicator online. Then we'll go jump up to. Okay, there we go. Then we'll jump up here next. New location. Commander, we finished building the Chruul communicator. We should go back to Hysteria and attempt to find complex, non-servile Chruul beings. However, we should be prepared for a furious ground battle in case they remain hostile. Right. First thing we're going to do here, because we're going to be attacked in less than a day here, less than 1 day until the onslaught begins again, but Tarantula is 4 days left until this area is completely destroyed. So we're going to send the main battle fleet that's had some time to get some basic repairs on it to go and intercept the Vorash host. Yeah, I had a feeling we weren't going to finish that in time. That's fine. Repair everything. Let's go. We got to kick them out of here. You're not allowed to raid our friends. I'm sorry. We're friends, but you can't raid our friends either. Gotta go clear them. Then we'll get back to the main, back to Halcyon 6 base, and then we can prepare ourselves for the onslaught. All right, let's go ahead and we'll start taking out the Widowmaker, or the Black Widow Mark II. Good hull breach. Agitate, that's not good. He's gonna get some extra damage output here. He does hurt himself though, which is nice, but speed stat. It's fast. Alright, let's get some damage over time. Healing up. Let's try and knock out engines. Not effective. Can't make things vulnerable in this area. Ooh, disabled, that's unfortunate. Let's go supercharge polarity. Let's try and pull some threat. Try and get them focused on him. Let's go. Alright, let's get some, we can come back and hit him with the hull breach in a minute. Let's try and get some confusion here. These guys are weak to crew panic. 2 out of 3, not bad. Ow, that was a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and hit him with the interventional flashbang here. Knocking out weapons, good. Let's go ahead and run a broadside. Here we go. We'll end up going down from this on his own, but we can go for an AoE trying to do a strafing run to knock out engines. Not effective, but we did clear the sky. That is what matters. Alright, bend space time. So let Sol to get some more actions. Come on. There we go. Nice. We can do it in gold, take advantage of the crew panic here. This guy's actually more injured. We should probably focus on him. Oof, jeez. That was not ideal. Let's go ahead and we can probably clear with the sensors. Solar flare, nice. Good clear. This guy's still healing from the invigorated. Knock out his engines if we can. No dice. Alright. Pull. And warp. Big hits. Nice. 2/3 left. Flashbang, we can only knock out his weapons. Yeah, it's really the best we're going to get here. If we're only going to knock out weapons, so let's go for the bridge shot 2. Bigger damage output. And we can flak barrage to clear. Alright, we need to get back to Halcyon 6 and repair. We're very damaged. Commander, the Collective are grateful that you've saved their colony. Plus 5 diplomacy. However, the Vorash are not very happy that you intervened. Minus 10 diplomacy. Yeah, I saw that coming. That's why we delayed as long as we could before actually intervening. We can still poison them and, you know, clear that entire species if we choose, but let's not do that yet. All right, Commander, our sensors have picked up another super vessel. This one seems to pulsate with a kind of quantum wave we haven't seen before, and as such, the sensor technicians are particularly taken with it. The behemoth is coming. Ooh, also not just that, we also have someone that's going to be doing an incursion. Actually, we got a bunch of incursions. Oh, no, the behemoth is coming up here. Yeah, so we have 2 incursions coming into the Collective and the Corzin territory. Yikes. We have to clear that, and we have to get back over here to Hysteria. Or Hystria. Let some time go by. I think you're landing first at the rate that this guy's going. We'll just wait as long as we can here before we end up sending out the team. Good, we just gotta save. Because we want to wait until... as long as we can, just so we get as much free repairs as we can get on here. Actually, really quick, is there equipment that we want to change? Full damage. We do have healing on here. Hull healing, evasion, hull damage, hull. Yeah, no wonder you have so much health. Jeez. It's a lot. They're tier 6 ships, though. It's kind of terrifying. Yeah, they're big boys. It's a big boy, all right. Luckily, it's flanked by 2 tier 4s, so we should be able to blast out the tier 4s quickly. And then it's just an endurance game, which actually makes me think what we should probably do is drop the fuel battles. Instead, we pick up another Omega drone. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, it's just they only stack to 6. Interesting. We're gonna take a second Omega drone for emergency healing. It's gonna be a war of attrition against this guy because we can only do like a set amount of damage to him. 2 tier 4s and a tier 5. We could send the auxiliary fleet against those guys, potentially take them out. They could use the extra battle experience. Yeah, okay, so send the main battle fleet. We will do the repair. And then let's go ahead and let's send out the auxiliary fleet and see if they can potentially take care of it. They are doing things that aren't critically important, so let's go ahead and send you out. Let's get both fleets underway. No other sectors are under attack. We do need to go to the Zlar Yanthu Union and find out what they need. Let's get to work. Hi, friend! So I'm in a bit of a bind. I was just tuning my neuroablative reactors, reactivators, you know, to deal with the pesky Chruul indoctrination waves. When a big Chruul flagship or something arrives directly next to Transness, and immediately I lose control of half of my flesh hulks. So now my jeez, this is not good. Still integrated flesh hulks are fighting them. I've got a full-on flesh hulk civil war going on here. Well, that sounds embarrassing. Can you stop saying flesh hulks? Cut it collective. I don't have much time. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Certainly not the way I intended to start my day. Anyway, I was saying, I thought I'd ask you for some help. You fought these things before, after all. Sit tight. We'll handle it. I didn't read the big thing, but definitely we're gonna help them. We're already on the way. We've already dispatched the team. See, all the other races always complain all the time about you humans. How selfish. Xenophobic, imperialistic, prideful, inflexible, vindictive, etc., etc. But they always look past your best qualities. Okay, so you're saying we're still all those things all the same. You're over your theatrical heroics. Oh my goodness. Okay, thanks. Needless to say, I'm a fan. See you soon. All right, run away. It's go time. The colossal Chruul dislocator in orbit, desolator in orbit around Transness, barely takes notice of your fleet, seemingly content to munch on the fallen ships in its general vicinity. Okay, we've got options. We can inject a bioagent into bypassing debris, or we can calculate a memo on the race you're saving. A memo on the race you're saving. No, we'll go ahead and try and get the debris thing. It's the same. She does both. Starts with crew panic. Nice. We like this. All right, go time. All right, what is going on here? We are in a no engines down territory, which is very unfortunate. We again can't do more than 1,000 damage per hit, which means we need to get 21 hits on this guy if we do max damage each time. We're gonna go and try and take out these omens first. Shields up. Let's go. All right, shields up. Meditation boost online. Into the fray. Chaos strike. How bad is it? Oof, almost half. About a third health damage right there. All right. We'll go for the big hit with the harpoon. Good evasion. Good evade. That's what we like to see. We're gonna go ahead and just do some big damage here. Warp atomic structure. Good. Bullseye. We're clear. Excellent. Down quick and easy. Okay, this is not good. That's gonna get a lot of damage. Okay, down to 1/3 health left. Not ideal. We still have crew panic active, so let's go and do an engulf. We're gonna try and just get these big guys down as fast as we possibly can here. Let's get the adaptive armor on, or... Yeah, let's get adaptive armor on. Let's get that going. We're gonna go ahead and try and clear. So, shot in the dark. Oh, we just barely did it. 100 damage extra overkill. Perfect. Okay. We got crew panic on 2 out of our 3 ships, which is not good, which means there's a chance we have no control over what they do. But, all in all, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's go for a deconstruct. Put a hull breach on them. Get some damage over time, because the damage over time does not count against the 1,000 damage per hit. That's only on hit, not on damage over time. So we can get some big damages here. Let's go ahead and bend space time. We'll go ahead and get a heal on Tally soon, but you're not hemorrhaging any health here. So you're fine for the moment. Engines down is just not going to work. Do a dimensional flashbang, try and knock out your weapons. Perfect, reducing damage by 25%, so we like to see. Oh my goodness, it's still 2,340. Ooh, still a lot of damage. We'll go for a vulnerability hit. There we go, good. We're not getting as much damage on this guy as I'd like. We're gonna go and do the drone swarm ability. We might as well use it now. It's no time not to. No time to hold on to it. It does 1,168 damage per round, and I think that still actually gets past the reinforced chitin. The chitin's not gonna hold against it. Let's go ahead and do mess with munitions. Munition backfire. It'll get more damage over time on him. That's probably bad. 300 health left? Nope. Down straight to critical. Luckily, you got an immediate heal, so that's good. That could have been real bad. Let's go for stasis if we can. 1,000 damage, not effective. But we got 1,000 damage on him. And then bam, yeah, 1,168. So it does bypass. So the drone swarm is going to do that extra damage. It's great. We'll go ahead and knock out weapons again. Disabling strike. Knock down his damage output by 25%. Good. We're going to be cautious. Let's get a drone repair up. Get you back up to full health here. We'll do a siphon. Get some more of that damage over time. 50 damage. It's fine. No big deal. We could do microaggression if we wanted to get some more damage. I think we're fine. Go for big bridge shot. 1,000 damage. Oh, geez, flesh meld. Not great. It's a bunch of healing over time. It's 1,000 what per turn? 1,158 per turn of healing. All right, let's go knock a hole in his breach. A hole in his hull. Free to breach. Let's go ahead and let's get our shielding back online. Protective up. Into the fray. Increase our damage output. We'll reset our buffs here. That shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, 450, not bad. We can go ahead and... We can't do vulnerable? Can we do vulnerable? Yeah, it's just engines down. We can't. It's vulnerable. Not effective. I think it was 0% when I hovered over that. Yeah, 100% resistance. All right, we're only 7 attacks out from taking him. We've almost got him. Warp atomic structure for 1,000. Oh, 986, not even 1,000. Youch, okay. Yeah, only one panic happened, and we did get a little bit of sensors being knocked out. It's not too bad. Let's get Void Splatter for some more damage over time. No crew panic, sadly. We'll go for the broadside salvo. Did not get the vulnerability on him. We'll just keep re-upping, taking the weapons out. I want to keep those weapons offline, or at least disrupted as much as we possibly can. Let's go ahead and have Isolde do an extra attack before him. If we can. Yeah, 2 attacks. Perfect. So if we do this right, we might be able to clear. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get him with... Ah, we didn't get the whole breach. Never mind. Never mind. No luck. We'll just do a bullseye, just for the 1,000. We'll do the broadside. He healed. Brood pods. Okay, so he didn't attack. He just healed. That's it. Get him with sensors. Get him with that solar flare. Big hit. And we can take him out with a broadside to clear. Got... Oh! He dodged. Get him with a bullseye. Come on. There we go. Got him. Not too bad. Battle 1. Holy moly. These tier 6 ships are crazy. Again, exciting battle. Hope you didn't lose too many of your underlings. In honor of your sacrifice, I've decided to gift you with the most prized possession. The Bipyramidal Cell. Okay. It's one of those nifty precursor artifacts. We came across it not too far from the coordinates of your station. You know, in that large 4-way war we had 100 years ago. Funny how the name War of Human Expansion stuck, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sure you'll make good use of it. It may even upgrade your station, who knows? Achievement unlocked, laying waste, kill the Chruul Desolator. Nice. Alright. They're going to be dropping off the goodies. We'll send the team back here. Oh, Human Commander, I am contacting you to report a great calamity. One of our cores on... Oh, that's right, because they landed in time, so they took over with their psychic waves. One of our Corsan fleets, a brave contingent of our best minds, has been possessed by the demon Chruul. Yep. that can happen. That's terrible. You only realize now that we should have listened to our friend, the human commander. Unfortunately, we are a little too busy basking in our period of blissful communal mind song to notice. Then again, the blissful mind song only comes twice a millennium. So bad timing all around. What? Where was I? Ah, yes, the possessed fleet. Right. As our brothers and sisters lost their faculties, the entire consensus was shaken with a vision. A mass, flesh-bound vessel, round in shape, surrounded by darkness. Then, your station, a beacon of hope. What with all your little underlings doing their little tasks. And then, a vision of a vessel once more. And then your station again. Then it sort of went back and forth quite a bit. And eventually, we all came to, and we noticed the fleet had gone. And had piloted an aggressive course for your station. We can handle it when they arrive. We would consider receiving payment in exchange for us putting them out of their misery. Seeing that you just as lose the rest of it. No, okay, we're fine. Oh, should scroll down. How about dropping the alignment stick? Nah, we'll handle it. We're allies, it's fine. We don't have to mess with it. Sure. I do foresee you being victorious in the upcoming battle. I also foresee that you'll be quite magnanimous with our Corsan friends after the incident. Such an understanding race, you humans. Okay. So that's coming straight back to base. So at least we'll be on site to take care of it. That's fine. All right, see if we can take this guy out. It's a tier 5 and 2 tier 4s. And we got a fleet of tier 4s. If we can get these guys to get some more experience and level up, we can get our auxiliary fleet in tier 5 ships, which would be massive. That would be huge. Because then we can have them actually go and take out the tier 5, the triple tier 5 fleets that are out and about, which would be very nice for us. Let's get the big buffs here. We can't get panic, which is unfortunate, but at least we can go for a hull breach. I think I want to go for the big guy and ignore the little guys this time. Usually I go for the little guys first, but I'm very worried about his damage output, so we're going to try and take him out first. We don't have anyone here. Oh, they do have brute pods. I was gonna say we don't have anyone here that can heal, but I am very much wrong. I think I'm still gonna push for trying to take out the reptilian here. Having 2 tier 3 fleets sounds huge. Now we need tier 5 fleets. All of our guys they're all tier 4s here. We need to get a tier 5s online. That's what we need. Big damage. Let's go. Try and get a hull breach on him. Oh, you meant tier 5, not tier 3. Gotcha. Yeah. 2 tier 5 fleets would be massive for us, because then we can have the main battle fleet going and taking care of like the oncoming threats in the link with the best equipped gear and everything, and we can have the auxiliary fleet, this team. They can go ahead and start mopping up some like, random solar systems that have been taken over by the Chruul, which would be really nice. Let's go knock out his sensors if we can. Not effective. Chunk of damage. Nice evasion. Good evasion. There we go. That's what we like to see. Let's go and try and take out weapons across the board. Okay, we only got one. We'll take it, but we only got one. It's unfortunate. We'll go ahead and try. Oh no, we can't do crew panic. Panic doesn't work right now. We'll go for a stasis lock then. Ooh. The evasion is not ideal. We're gonna go for a ramming speed then. See if we can get him big damage. Let's go. Nice, 1,000 damage. So like to see. Vulnerable, which is unfortunate, but it does give threat. So this should go for him. Oh, we lost sensors across the board and weapons. Damage down by 25%, aim down by 30%. That's massively bad for us. That's super bad. Yikes. Let's go ahead and hit him with a spin maneuver. Hit all of them for a little bit of damage. Oh, he evaded. Holy jeez, that's bad. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get a big heal. Okay. Big. It's relative. 1/3 of max health here. What's their disabling chance on this guy? It's actually a good chance to be able to disable. So we can do a suicide run on him. Good, disabled. He's further back on the turn order now. We still have healing going. We can get some basic shielding back up if we wanted to. Otherwise, we can go and try and get some big damage. Which we really need to get the damage going. Oh, unless we can't hit him. This is not good. We keep missing. Keep missing like crazy. We'll do a strafing run, try and knock out engines. Oh, huge. Engines down across the board. That's massive. That's really good. Very, very good there. All right, let's go warp atomic structure. Get some big damage, please. 736 is fine. With engines down, we can go for a demolition for damage over time as well. Try and clear. Brood pods that healed. That's what I was afraid of. We were talking about earlier. Oh, it's not good. All right, cauterize hull. Heal back up, please. Thank you. We'll go for a harpoon. And then if we can get a bullseye. Oh no, they disabled our bullseye. That's not good at all. All of our exploiting vulnerables are down. We might still be able to clear. No, we can't. It's not enough damage. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and cloak. Go ahead and do a little cloaking then. Now we get a tiny bit of healing over time. Big evasion boost. That's what we need right now. We don't have a way to take him down in one shot here. But I also need us to focus on healing. So get some more healing going. Get the adaptive armor online. Oh my good gracious, it's a lot of damage. We can go for the EMP. Let's go for the EMP. EMP overcharge. No disables on anyone, just 200 and change damage to each. Not ideal. Alright, we gotta take this guy out. Or no, but we gotta, we have to heal. Cauterize. Bridge shot for a clear. If we roll high, not high enough. Ah, they keep using brood pods. Okay. Try and knock him out with sensors. We have enough health right now that we can go ahead and focus on just damage if we can hit, of course. Man, having bullseye knocked down is just really hurting me here. That's just brutal. Really struggling with that. We'll go for a crippling shot then. For only 61 damage. Good gods. Crew panic's nothing we can do. Let's go ahead and get some protective armor up. That protective shield online. Good, good. Good dodges. We like to see that. Knock out weapons if we can. Man, we've almost got this. We should have gone for these guys. The brood pods, I made a mistake on that one. They're very resilient because of those brood pods. They keep healing them up just enough. Those big hits. Broadside. A little bit of damage. We did not get the hull breach I was hoping for. Okay, we're going to stay on this. We can do a spin maneuver. Ooh, if we roll high, we can take him. Not quite high enough. Oh, critical. We're gonna have to do a suicide run. This makes you vulnerable, so hopefully we can get more threat over here and have them attack you instead of you. Oh my goodness, you're still alive somehow. Okay, drone repair. Pick yourself up. Spin to win, exactly right. All right, good, got it. All right, now we're back on track. We're getting somewhere now. Okay, let's get the adaptive armor. We'll be taking significantly less damage now, but yeah, we should have cleared these guys first instead. The healing they had with those brood pods was just nuts. And then the evasion is a real issue. They have 30% evasion too, crazy. We need to get our aim up. We don't have any aim improvement abilities, do we? No, this team doesn't have anything to improve their aim. Ow. Bullseye for big damage. Psionics isn't quite enough. We'll just grab him with a warp atomic structure to clear. Alright. Do a deconstruct. Let's go. Hull breach. Very nice. Let's jump in here and see if we can slow him down with a stasis. No luck. Go Go for the bullseye. Big evade. Bummer. Warp atomic structure for a bunch of damage. 1,400. Evade! Ah! Keeps evading on me. We'll make him vulnerable. Chaos field. Dodge? Easy dodge. That's what we're talking about. Alright, perfect. Bullseye's back online. We can get some big damage from the vulnerability here. Now we're talking. Okay. And ramming speed. The other damage over time didn't proc. I'll do a backstab maneuver, that'll clear. There we go. Got him. Alright, it was a long fight. It was harder than it needed to be, but we got him. Tell your peeps to get good. Yeah, our guys, they just gotta work on their aim. Alright, we refuse any stuff. We don't need any. My god, so you can get 416 fuel, which is crazy. We'll just keep our diplomacy up, that's fine. The Chruul have infiltrated the hangar. Wow. Yikes. While your crew has mostly sealed them in, the creature's continued presence will undoubtedly result in crew and morale loss over time. Okay, it's in the tier 5 hangar. We actually really need that. We'll send you home too. Tier 4 hangar task is complete. Let's get good old Bucky on it. Another Chruul fleet is coming in. Jeez. Relentless. Alright, so we'll have the main battle fleet dispatch here, fully repaired. We'll fight these guys. We'll get you home. The auxiliary fleet will have you come home, and then we'll come over here and figure out what the Zlar-Yanthu are looking for. Alright, the Collective have delivered the bipyramidal cell. Nice. We can go and sort that out in a minute, but we need to go and clear these guys first. Chruul invasions, communication. We've got a lot of stuff we gotta do. The Starbase is gonna be under attack soon. Okay. Commander, it appears that the Coruscant fleet has been taken over. Oh man, because we didn't go and intercept that. It's on its way. Alright, we'll sort that out after this one. 2 Coruscant fleets coming after us. Alright, well at least this only has 2 tier 5s. It's not too bad. The Tyrant and the Pacifier. Alright. This should be relatively quick. The Tyrant has, like, no health. Like, at all. We should be able to blast through this Mark 1. The adaptive armor up. Ship disabled, that's unfortunate. Good dodge. Broadside salvo. Nearly cleared. Warp atomic structure for a clear. Yeah, as I said, it should be pretty quick to take that one out. It's a tier 5, but it's a pretty weak tier 5, to be honest. Alright. Disable countermeasures. Not effective. This makes sense. Go ahead and knock out engines. Go ahead and try and knock out their sensors. Not very effective. We'll go for the for the flak barrage. Take out about half his health. There we go. Big hit, not that bad though. We'll just go ahead and flashbang. Perfect, that's enough. Warp atomic structure, and then a flak barrage to clear. Easy peasy. Nice, cleared out. Commander, a raiding fleet has arrived to bombard. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Right. We've landed back here. Morale is dropping, which is a problem, so we need to take care of this. All right, we're sending in the team. Talia, bring them in. All right. Tally is preparing to attack. Let's go. Holy moly, why are you so injured? Heal up first, please. All right, go time. We're dealing with a big leatherback, primordial level. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of health here. So we're gonna start off with a good old blood drive. With some healing over time across the team. Good. Let's go ahead and try and blind them, reduce their chance to hit. Arc laser. Comet, that's not great. Okay, lightning ball, let's slow them down. Nice, we got that on everyone. Everyone got shocked. Reduce speed by 25%. That's good. Battle stims, increase attack speed. Well, speed up 125%. That's crazy. That's a lot of percent. Get targeting assistance, increase our chance to hit and increase our damage. We're gonna go get afflicted on them. It didn't work on any of them. It actually worked on us. Our damage is down. That's unfortunate. That didn't work as intended. But we can go ahead and do organ failure, which exploits the shocked feature they all have for an extra 25% or 50% damage. So that's a good chunk of damage there. We'll go for we're just doing a lot of AoE here. Get him with the big old shrapnel grenade. Bleeding. Ooh, that hurt a lot. We don't have anything to exploit on these. You can do the kinetic explosion. Try and stun them. 2 of them got stunned, that's good. Gives us a lot of actions before they're up again. Single enemy, single enemy, single enemy. Okay. Then let's main target this one. Clear him. Knock him down. All right, next we'll go ahead and get a... Just do phaser beam, I guess. We can get him close, won't quite clear him. Then finally, Psychic Blast will go for him. We could probably clear them both because of the turn order here, because that stun. That stun was insane. Alright, Mind Toss for our biggest damage output, and we'll go ahead and hit him with an arc laser to clear both. There we go. The A-Team. Got him. Alright. They've been dispatched from that segment of Halcyon 6. Got 5 crew members back. Perfect. All right, in the meantime, we can still upgrade the wizard. Get you working on the wizard. We'll go ahead and get Isolde on tracking this sucker down, figuring out what this does. We're given. Go ahead and we'll put it up here. And what do we want Tally to work on? Tally, you can go and get more people. Or we can try and up morale. Increasing morale by +1 every other day. That's 12 bonus. We'll run a propaganda campaign. We'll get Tally on it. Meanwhile, let's get Barry on this. Actually, no. The auxiliary team we're going to send out immediately. What am I talking about? Send the auxiliary team. We need to find out what's going on over there. Commander, the counselor's room has begun its crew morale improvement program. It lasts for 24 days. Okay. So that'll give us a boost to morale here. Be nice. Propaganda plus 15 morale for 30 days. Human Commander, I shall be direct and blunt. We wish to splice with you. What? Yeah, excuse me? You want a what? Huh? You want a what with me? Not specifically you. Rather, the Zlar Splicing Enthusiasts Society would like to accept a human Zlar splicing, or attempt to use human Zlar splicing. Now, normally, the Zlar Yanthu Directorate frowns on such ventures, but we are considering a change in policy as splices do, it turns out, have their upsides. Especially in the form of forced labor. An inability to procreate, for one thing, and an inability to procreate also makes them preferable to any other ambitious Zlar subspecies. Zlar subspecies, because they don't like the subspecies. They keep fighting each other about that. I think I'm really trying to. I think what I'm really trying to say is that it is an exciting idea, and we're willing to pay you for it. It's the worst conversation I've ever had. Payment definitely goes a long way. Yeah. What does this specifically entail? What needs to happen? Are we like splitting someone in two and like merging them together? Is this like a Two-Face situation? What is this? We would require a temporary service of a specialist in human anatomy. And any of your famous science officers would do, I'm sure. Also, a ranking officer would need to sign a waiver of non-ownership of the non-human portions of spliced offspring, though you could petition for any viable human organs after the initial waiting period passes, if you wish. What? Fairly simple, correct? Right? They want to create a spliced group of human. Sure. Why not? This could be very interesting. Excellent. Normally disappointing human commander. We shall prepare the necessary paperwork. I like it easy. I like it extra spicy. Okay. We shall have the forms on hand. It's less complicated than you think. Acknowledged. We shall begin as soon as you pick an officer to assign to the project. Okay. Splicing project. So wanted to oversee a project to create Zlar human crossbreeds. This can only end in perfection. Yeah. Well, there's only one person to do it to. I know we should send Katie down, but Barry's the man. It's gonna take 8 days, but you know what? Barry's the guy. Barry is the guy. He does it every time. He's the best human experiment because he's the best of us, right? We want to send the best of our best. All right, we need to go and deal with these raiders, which is going to cut the actions we're currently working on. That's unfortunate. But we gotta get this done. All right. Should be quick and easy to clear these guys. Shouldn't be too much trouble. All right, meditation up. Let's get that evasion going. The evasion is just so good. 30% evasion. It's always been 10% evasion? 20% aim? For some reason I thought it was higher evasion. Anyway, evasion and aim. That's what we care about. We'll go ahead and we're going to take out the interceptor here. The stress release is a real issue. It's got every two turns it can heal almost their entire health. It can fully heal this guy every 2 turns. We got to take him out. He's important. These guys don't have those, so we got to take out that healer. All right, shields up. All right, good dodge. Chunk of damage, unfortunate, but it's fine. Big hits. Nice dodge. We like to see that. Go ahead and knock out engines. Perfect. Warp. Big damage. Let's go. Excellent. All right, we can flak barrage to clear. Oh, disable. That's not good. Flak barrage to clear. No healing for you. All right, we should get some healing online. Let's just go ahead and get the adaptive armor online first for that passive heal over time, as well as that damage reduction. Exactly what we need. Oh my goodness, we're taking a lot of hits here. Hurts quite a bit. Let's go ahead and grab a countermeasures. Go for the Tyrant Mark 1 as opposed to the Mark 3. Not effective, it's unfortunate. Ooh, weapon down is what we should do. Missile Swarm to knock out weapons, reducing their damage output by 25%. Let's go ahead and increase our attack speed. Have us act more often right now. We're every othering in the turn order here. Oh, good dodge. That was big. Big dodge. We'll go for a broadside salvo. Might be. Oh yeah, we might actually clear here. Nice. Massive damage. And then we get to act again. Go for the harpoon. Evade, you monster. Let's see if we can go ahead and stasis. Disable. Huge. Look at this. How many turns we get before them? We get 5 turns before they can go. All right, let's try and knock out engines. Or our flak barrage to take big damage. They evaded. It's okay, we get to go twice. They did once. Never mind, it's fine, we got them. Psychic sensors 5. Dang, that's pretty good. Alright, Jinsei is finishing stuff. That's fine. Splice project. We've got time on everything else here. Oh my goodness, there's another one. Alright, the Chruul are starting to really pump out guys to attack. Man, this area is completely flooded with them. We really need to get that that next tier. Oh, wait, these are all tier 4s. Okay, we can send the auxiliary fleet. 7 more days to go, so we're gonna have to deal with the incoming incursion from there. But I think that's worth us waiting for. If we can have the tier 4 team go for it, that'd be great. All right, let's get back on this. We'll have Arium do it instead. We need to get this done quickly. It needs to get done. So we'll do a 2-day project here. Tier 5. Not gonna be that fast with you. It's 8 days for Tally to try and get it done, but we'll have you at least work on it. Some time pass. Yeah, we're gonna end up getting a collective ship attacking us in a minute here. Alright, we've successfully researched the bipyramidal cell, and now we can slot it in. What does this thing do? Oh, it requires 0 power and a bunch of dark matter. It gives us 150 power. Dang. Recovered from the collective during the galactic expansion wars more than 100 years ago, it's since become clear that it once served as the core reactor for Halcyon 6. Nice, okay. Well, there we go. More time go by. They've landed. How much time until we're in trouble from all these landings? Right, we got, no, get out of the way here, you. 16 days. We got enough time. We're just gonna hold off. We're just gonna wait. All right, Hangar 4 is done. We can do another upgrade. Enchanter, Exemplar, Hunter, Warlock. We're not using... I think we're using the Enchanter. Arium on it. We're using the Wizard. Wizard Commando Champion. Oh no, sorry, wrong ones. Yeah, Enchanter, there it is. Enchanter Protector. We get to work on that. The Enchanter Berserk upgrade. Perfect. Alright, one more time go by. Our human commander, a terrible thing has occurred. While the Zlar human hybrids are biologically sound, they are exhibiting high degrees of empathy and self-worth, far higher than the recommended maximums. We will not do any forced. We will not do as forced labor. Oh, they will not do as forced labor, and I am therefore pulling the plug on the program. Okay. Ooh. Zlar have canceled the slicing program. How do you want to react? We can retain them and employ them in mining facilities, or we can allow them to be exterminated. They're like what is it, ligers? They can't procreate, so it's not a problem in the long run. They might as well just live out their life fully, and then, you know, because since they're sterile, let them enjoy life as miners. Commander. We loaded the spliced Zlar humans on board, and we will attempt to find work for them. Along with counseling. Yeah, they're going to need some counseling. Definitely going to need that counseling. Send it home. Hangar 5 is done. Next wizard upgrade. Polygonot. We're going to go and send out the advanced fleet in a moment here. Main battle fleet will have to get sent out in a moment. Enchanter. Finish that. 12 days. Any other movements? Not yet. Yeah, we really got to blast on this. Oh, where are you going? What? What are the Yablings doing? Weird. Alright, we're going to call it done here for now. We'll work on the Hunter one, but we're going to have Bucky work on it. Alright, you are still working on that, and you're still... Okay, so we're 5 days out from the wizard being upgraded. I don't want to wait 5 days. We need to go take care of this. So we're going to send the main battle fleet. We'll work on an upgrade later. And this one, we're going to send the auxiliary battle fleet. Send them in. We go clear those 2 sectors, and then we can jump back to Chruul territory. Alright, it is online, acknowledged. Power acquired. Commander, the Yabling Alliance raid fleet has entered Necropolis, or Nicopolis, and is raiding the collective facility. If we don't intervene, it might be destroyed. What? So they keep fighting each other. Annoying. We can send the main battle fleet there next, it's fine. Alright. Tier 4 versus Tier 4 ships, let's go. Alright, we'll start with the shields up. Protective field online. Oh, is that our time for you to head out? Alright, sleep well, Chaos. Thanks for hanging out. Always appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Hopefully no more losses. Fingers crossed, right? How's it going, Rude? Long time no see. How have you been? You haven't been able to catch a single stream of this game? What's the basic rundown? Essentially, these bioorganic ships are controlled by these bioorganic interdimensional beings that have jumped into the new Terran Federation space, slaughtered 80 to 90% of the population, and are now becoming a massive scourge on the galaxy. It is up to us in our precursor technology starbase that we found to go and clear them out. And defend the galaxy from this attack. It's more or less what's going on. And then it's turn-based action stuffs. So it's like XCOM, but in space, with slightly better percentages and a little less tactical ground fighting. But the base building is very similar to XCOM base building, and like research and stuff. Do a warp atomic structure. Take advantage of the hull breach to get an extra 50% damage on it for 1,537. It's good. It's gonna hurt a bunch, isn't it? Yeah, 1,000 damage. Hull breach on us, that's not good. Oh my goodness, jeez, these savage strikes are hurting. Alright, we're gonna go for a salvage harpoon. Oh, massive damage, now we're talking. Let's go ahead and bullseye to clear. Wham, bullseye. Get him gone. Let's go for a, oh, we can't. We're gonna psychic font. I was gonna go and try and get some crew panic, but they have massive resistance right now. Let's go ahead and use a solar flare to try and knock out their sensors, reducing their aim by 30%. Not effective, but we got a crit hit. A little extra damage is good. Right, we're taking too much damage. We need to get the adaptive armor online, get some passive healing, and further damage reduction by 10%. We're going to jump in here with a strafing run to try and knock out engines. Got one, but not the other. It's unfortunate. But with engines down, though, we can take advantage of the flak barrage for an extra 50% damage. Let's be safe about this. We're gonna go cauterize the hull. We'll get a big heal here. Zolt's taking a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and jump in with a... Actually, we can do an EMP overdrive. Let's see, overcharge. Let's see if we can go ahead and disable both ships here. Nice. They were just about to have their turn, and now they have to wait for us to have our 4 turns first. This is good. We're gonna go ahead and jump in with a... Void Spatter. We're not gonna get the... We got the crew panic! That's insane! Wow, what are the odds? I think it's like 30%. But we got the damage over time, which is what we cared about. Let's go for the interdimensional flashbang here. The dimensional flashbang. We will go for the... Just warp atomic structure for some just big old upfront damage and then engulf to clear. Let's do that. Although we're actually, you don't wait, what? When do you have your turn? Man, you have to wait a while. Bullseye to clear? Not enough. Suicide run does more damage, but still not enough. We'll still go for the suicide run, with big damage on him. But we can't get enough to take him out. So they will get their actions. Nice dodge. Oof, that was painful. You're in critical damage. Go ahead and cauterize the hull. Almost full health, perfect. Bridge shot should clear. Not even close. It's okay, flak barrage will clear. Alright, 100% chance to knock out sensors. Let's go. Good. Sensors offline. Big dodge. Well, we got our sensors offline. It's awkward. Void spatter. We're not going to get the crew confusion here, but we can at least get the damage over time, which is good. Let's increase our damage output with the targeting support. So we've got this guy down. We just have to be careful about not taking too much damage if we can help it. Do a broadside salvo. Just a little chunk of upfront damage. We can't disable, so let's not use that. We'll do a dark matter siphon. Damage over time. Just kind of stack that up a bit. Also gives us some healing, which is always nice. Some knockout engines. Not effective, unfortunate. Alright, harpoon. There we go. That's what we're talking about. We'll try and disable 20% chance. No point. Alright, we'll do gravity well. Just reset the sensors. Sensor debuff. Perfect. And with the bullseye, we clear. Nice. Good chunk of XP. Big thing we're trying to do here is get these guys to level up. Ooh, another fuel bowels. Another 8% evasion if we equip that to a ship. We don't need any of your crew. We're just gonna get the diplomacy points. Thank you. What we need to check here is XP. So they're very close. Again, once we get them to level 13, we can get them into tier 5 ships, which would be huge. Tier 4, tier 5, tier 4. We could run over here with these if we wanted, but I'd rather postpone as long as possible. We got 24 days to go and solve that problem. We'll send you home. All right, tier 5 ships. Let's go. We're going to start off with the protective field, as we do. Get that 25% damage reduction up first. Get our evasion and aim boosts with meditation boost. There we go. Bam. 20 and 10%. And we'll go in with a into the fray to increase damage and aim across the board. So essentially just never miss. Hull breach. Nice. We got vulnerability too. It's good. And again, we can't use panic. All right. Warp atomic structure. Take advantage of the hull breach for 50% extra damage. Nice. Do bullseye. Let's just do a bullseye to get that extra 50%. Oh my god, so it was almost 3,000 damage. That was crazy. Black barrage clear. 2,000 damage, easy. Let's go and do a bend space-time. Perfect. So we can attack more often. Look at this, twice in a row. Crazy. Good dodge. Interdimensional flashbang, or do we want to... Let's do an engines down across the board if we can with this strafing run. I only got one. That's fine. Black barrage. Almost 3,000. So much damage. It's crazy. Black barrage does an insane amount of damage. It's absolutely bananas how much damage it does. Warp atomic structure, and we'll flak barrage once more and clear. Black, black, black. Flak barrage does so much damage. It's crazy. Interdimensional flashbang, take out weapons. Can we stasis? Yes, we can, because now the weapons will exploit that for an extra 50% damage. Stasis 95% chance to hit. Perfect, it did. That's what we like to see. Excellent. Next, we'll go ahead and try and get vulnerability. That's good. Oh my goodness, you're very much right, Duracell Bunny. I wasn't paying attention. We are critical. That's not good. We need to get a heal on that immediately. Very, very much right. Panic clicking. Basic drone. If we don't attack him, we just do healing. We can heal ourselves up. We can get a drone heal. We want to just not clear this guy this turn. And with an incisor beam. Do a big drone repair. He's Duracell. It could have been bad. Thank you. And a full heal on him. Darn near, at least. About 50% health. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and clear this guy out. We'll repair the rest of this fleet back at home base. I got tunnel vision into offense. I didn't even pay attention to how much damage we were taking. Wow, a chitinous injection 5. That's massive. 25% increased hull health. And an Omega drone 5. Wow, we should definitely get that on the fleet. We're not going to take any crew. We're good. Send them home. Deal with the Chruul in a moment here. All right. Ship management. What we need to do here is we need to go to the champion. Edit this. We're playing with a tier 3 and a tier 4. We're going to drop to tier 3. We're going to grab the tier 5. 9,000 health now. That's insane. Plus extra damage. Do we want the extra damage, or do we want to just get ourselves up to nearly 10k health? Aim, speed. It's only a 6% damage increase. It's not that remarkable, honestly. And the wizard here. We're gonna drop that tier 2. We'll equip to tier 4, and we'll drop to tier 3. Tier 4. And then keep the whole... Actually, is there a better one? Or... No, we don't have a tier 4 for you to take. It's fine. Okay. Nice. We have better damage units. Let's aim. Evasion. Speed. No, that's still the best we've got. Okay. Perfect. The team has returned. Where did we want to send him next? So we're going to hold off on that for a minute. We have 18 days until the next onslaught. Oh boy. Let's see here. We need to go jump back down here. So it's going to send the main battle fleet to go sort this out. We head back. The auxiliary fleet, in the meantime, are there any other actions we can have you do that matter right now? Any tier 4 fleets out here? Tier 5, tier 5. Only 2 tier 5s, but that's still dangerous. 1 tier 5 and 2 tier 4s. There's a chance we could take that. A full tier 4 fleet. Perfect. Here we go. So we can go get that one. Good XP as well as clearing them out of the system. Let's go ahead and let's get the auxiliary fleet over here. All right. Underway. Let's go. Hangar upgrade. Oh, good. Let's go and... It's the tier 4 hangar, though. We don't care too much about that. Not anymore. Yeah. All right. Let's just let time go by. Commander, we've arrived at Histria. We're attempting to establish communications with the Chruul whenever you're ready. Make contact with Chruul colony. Alright, Isolde. Let's set up that communication array. Let's go. 2 days. Commander, we're receiving an invitation from the Zlar Yanthu to visit their homeworld, where they promise to impart on us a choicest practice in slaughter, cunning, and abject tyranny. What? Okay, let's check that out later. Culinary school. I see. I see. Okay. We'll jump there in a minute. What is this? An android variant. Android, reptilian, and mutant. Man, there's a lot of variants we're playing with this time. No standard, no stock standard builds. We're gonna go take out the android first, because again, the brood pods are a real issue. Them being able to heal is not ideal. So we want to go take them both out. And it'll be easier to take down than the reptile one. So we want to focus on him. The biggest thing we have to do is sensors and weapon disruption. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get our aim, or our, not aim, damage up. 25% damage, min and max. Nothing. Didn't get hull breach, nor did we get vulnerability. It's unfortunate. Oh, it's a lot of damage. Okay, we're gonna get the adaptive armor up. taking on a lot of damage already. Adaptive armor online. Let's take out the dimensional flashbang and take out their weapons. Perfect. We can't really get him with vulnerable. It's only 35% chance to hit with that. So let's instead go ahead and hit him with a broadside salvo. Ooh, that's not a lot of damage either. You guys are super resilient. Flak Barrage is the best thing to go for since it's not type focused. The thing is, like, the broadside is it's a level 1 with this team versus the Flak Barrage, which just ramps up as it goes. All Alright, we can go ahead and hit him with a bullseye just for mass damage. Hit him very hard. We can attempt for... No wonder vulnerable's tough to hit. We can attempt to go ahead and disable. Yeah, good chance to disable. 95% chance to hit him. Death from above. Disabling the ship. Taking still small chunks of damage. I guess spin maneuvers are best option because we can exploit the weapons down. Get a little damage on everyone. Bridge shots. Ideally, we can use this. Oh, not quite enough. But we can re-inflict the weapons, the disabled weapons. We'll go ahead and do the EMP overcharge, which will clear them. And then hopefully we'll disable the other two. Nice. We'll go for the crew panic next. AoE crew panic. I got one, not both. Okay. We'll go for the interdimensional flashbang here. Try and knock him down. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We'll get the adaptive armor back online, as they are no longer healing. We did have that damage over time on us. They're really low on health. That's not good. We're taking a lot of damage here. Let's go ahead and try and hit him with... actually, let's increase our damage output. I'll take that back. Increase damage output. We can clear him quickly here. Let's cauterize hull, actually. We're a little low on health here. Let's get a full health here. We'll go for a engulf. Massive damage. We'll go and try and knock out sensors on this guy, reduce his chance to hit. We'll go ahead and do a missile swarm. Did not knock out his weapons, but kept that one down. Okay, we'll go for stasis. A little extra damage, and we should be able to flak barrage to clear. Ooh, maybe. Yep, not quite. A spin maneuver will clear it, though, so we'll do that. Spin maneuver. Spin to win. Very nice. All right, perfect. We can go for engines down. There we go. Big hit. We'll go ahead and let's just flak barrage. Just go for the big damage here. 1,213. Good. Inflicts crew panic. 35% chance of that. Alright, we'll just re-up the sensors down. Sensors offline. 30% chance to miss. Bullseye to clear? No. We can do backfire munitions, which exploits the sensors offline, but it's such a small amount of damage. We'll just bullseye for damage then. And we can clear with a barrage. Maybe. So because you don't know this game, what does the warm-up and recovery mean on the abilities? You know what cooldown is, you just don't know the others. A warm-up is from start of battle, you need X amount of rounds until it's a usable ability. So if we go and we look at a ship here, we're looking at one of those abilities that has that. This one here. Warm-up 2, you can't shoot until round 2. Recovery, I don't really know recovery too well. I think recovery lets us act faster. And cooldown is you can't use this ability again until 7 rounds have gone by. So it's wait to use, I think, makes it faster for you to act, or maybe it's actually the opposite. Maybe it takes longer for you to act. You get pushed further back on the turn order, and then cooldown is cooldown. I think that's how that works. I'm not 100% sure. We did manage to take him out. We were very close to getting level 13s. If there's another one we can have him go fight, that would be awesome. We're not too damaged. We only use a couple of our action abilities. The double tier 5s we might try. We'll send him home for now. There's no one else we can obviously have him do. But if we can we just need another battle, really. And then once we get that done, we can go ahead and start using tier 5 ships in that fleet. Commander, we've established contact with the Chruul settlement deep beneath the surface of the planet. Bringing them up on screen now. Yeah? What do you want? Is this the Chruul I'm talking to? On behalf of the new Terran Federation, we wish to communicate in the spirit of peace. Yeah, listen up, Bonebag. Listen up, Meatbag. Listen up, Bonebag. I'll respond to your questions via your little telepathic wave transponder. Barely. Just keep in mind that this conversation is going to have to be short, in case you haven't noticed. We're currently surrounded by brain-dead versions of ourselves that would like nothing more than to rip us apart and eat our innards. Yeah, we've become accustomed to it. You seem pretty cavalier about it, and so those of your race that you've been encountering are controlled? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, like totally controlled. Is this like a California guy? What is this? This biomass? Oh yeah, totally controlled by the ancient alien overlord. It's like really embarrassing. It's our fault though. We came across an ancient derelict space station, see? There we were thinking, oh great, free wondrous ancient technology for us to appropriate. Big mistake. Didn't work out so great for us. One day we rise from our mandatory universal sun basking period and bam, 99% of us became physically, psychologically controlled by the primordial mother figure. Then, as these things happen, we, over the course of 10,000 rotations, were pulled through a myriad of transdimensional portals, forced, oh my goodness, this is crazy, forced to do any number of terrible crimes against various innocent races. It's a bit of a downer, let me tell you. Gracious. Yeah, the text, the way it's written, really does fit like the stereotypical like sun-bleached blonde surfer guy. Goodness. Are there any lessons you can learn from your race? How did you personally break away from the primordial mother then? That's a good question. These are both great questions. You hear more of a stoner dude? Maybe more of a stoner dude. Yeah, well, let's go for what lessons. That's more important because I'm worried we're currently housed in a precursor thing. Are we gonna deal with the same problem? Sure there are. First lesson, hide, run away, and no matter what you do, don't fight the thing head on. Second, and most importantly, if you find an ancient alien technology, do not touch it. Just walk away, walk on by. Too late for that one. Let's do it. I think, yeah, too late for that one. Figures. My race's overlords take particular notice of any race that comes across and uses alien technology. It's likely that's why she targeted your race to begin with. Oh, that makes sense, okay. So as we say, that's florid flower. What? That florid flower has already bloomed. So you might as well lie in it. Yeah, there must be some way to destroy the thing. Well, we sent our entire fleet at it, and the remnants of that fleet's ships currently serves as the crudely fashioned layer of carapace on the Overlord's bow. Oh, jeez. Okay. Speaking of ships, you may be interested in learning that a ship similar to those in our fleet crashed on this very planet not long ago. We managed to recover a very cold, inert box with a strangely shaped figure inside. We'll transfer it to you immediately. A figure? It isn't perhaps a carbonate stasis chamber, is it? Oh, on Solo? It sounds like you may have recovered one of our Federation officers. Oh. Well, whatever it is, we left it intact. Alien biology makes us squeamish, frankly. Anyway, that's all the information I'll have to give you. My brood and I must keep a low profile, so if you try to contact us again, we won't answer. Goodbye, weird, few-limbed race. We sincerely hope your bodies don't end up fused to the stern of some alien demonic, ancient demons hell ship. Good luck with that. Alright, Commander, we were able to track down the ancient carbonite stasis chamber. Opening it, we managed to revive the legendary officer, Suki Sisoku. What has she got for us? Unlockable abilities are fine, which means she has some pretty good innate abilities. It's great. And we could have her do guarding stuff, but I don't really want her to do that, so we'll probably end up doing the officer advanced stuff instead. Use the knowledge obtained from the Abomination Autopsy. We can engineer a device that allows us to communicate with the Chruul. One of the most advanced officers, highly trained in ground combat, should accept the mission. We did the thing. Alright, she's already level 13. Dang. We will level her up in a minute. Ooh, what is this? Epic ability. Nuclear Strike. I'm sorry, what? 350% damage. Inflicts vulnerable. Allies become vulnerable. Nuclear launch detected. I hear this in the Protoss voice. All right. Bam. Send him home. Oh, immediately sending a new team out. We can't get the auxiliary team on that. That's okay. He's an operative. Team is returned. We have 12 days until the onslaught begins again. Good to go there. Is there anything we want to get set up here or worked on? Conjurer, Paladin, Ranger. We got a Paragon, Thaumaturge, and Matador already prepped and ready for the team. That's good. I think we're good there. Alright, so I guess we can get people just working on things. Is there anything we can do here, or is it just taunt? Yeah, taunt the behemoth to appear. We don't really want to do that quite yet. Alright, perfect. Well then. We are going to need to deal with this soon. We could... Yeah, we can definitely send the auxiliary fleet to clear this. These guys aren't... They're not strong enough for us to have to worry about it. Their health pool is low enough we can take care of this, even with Komodo Mark III. We can send the auxiliary fleet for that. So we'll do that. These guys are landing here. Alright, we still have propaganda going, so we are increasing our morale. That's good. Full hull. We got plenty of material again to continue to build more ships. I think we're in a good space here, honestly. Oh, we need to go back to the Zlar and go do the culinary arts. Yeah, we do need to do that. So we can send the auxiliary team to go do this. Send the auxiliary team to go and figure that one out. And then the main battle fleet will go and intercept this guy and deal with him. But we're gonna have to do that next time. We're gonna have to do it next time. We gotta end it here. It's another short stream, but this should be one of, if not the last short stream for a bit here. I'm hoping we can get back into normal 4-hour streams going forward, but I do have to get up super early tomorrow, as has been for the last like 2 months. A lot of early days. So we got some really good progress. So we've got one more big behemoth thing coming, and then it sounds like there's the big mothership after. So we've got 2 more big fights in the chamber that we have to go and prepare for. One of them is only 12 days out, so yeah, gotta get ready. Gotta get ready. But thanks for hanging out, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a good morning, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I will see you tomorrow for some more fun and games. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.